Holy smokes, this is hilarious. The meltdowns, the self-victimization coming from Ellen DeGeneres have reached an entirely new level of insane cringe. Now, as we know, just a couple of years ago, she was basically kicked out of the entire industry because it turns out that the woman who everyone said was super duper nice, Ellen DeGeneres herself, was, well, really not that nice behind the scenes. And in fact, there was a lot of people that brought complaints against her. There was an entire investigation that was launched into Ellen over the claims that were made against her. This whole thing got absolutely crazy to the point where she was basically kicked out of the entire industry, and now she is playing the victim. So we're going to be getting into this and seeing what she has to say here. Ellen DeGeneres, I got kicked out of showbiz for being toxic and mean. So everyone, just keep in mind that Ellen is, of course, the victim in all of this. She is someone who is misunderstood. She is someone who would never do anything bad to anyone in her entire life because she is a saint, my friends, a saint. The comedian did a live show in LA this week, which some reporters have attended, and she ended up addressing her leaving her famed talk show, which came to an end in 2022 on the heels of claims from former staffers that the workplace was a nightmare. And have you guys seen any recent images of Ellen DeGeneres? Apparently, she hasn't been able to get her hands on very much Adreno recently. So this is what she had to say about the entire thing. Ellen says, "What else can I tell you? Oh yeah, I got kicked out of show business. There's no mean people in show business." She adds, "The hate went on for a long time, and I would try to avoid looking at the news. The be kind girl wasn't kind. That was the headline. I became this one-dimensional character who gave stuff away and danced up steps. Would a mean person dance up steps? Had I ended my show by saying, 'Go F yourself,' people would have been pleasantly surprised." Ellen also made this crack at one point, saying this was actually the second time she'd been kicked out of show business, referring to the backlash she got in the 90s when she came out, and added there'd be a third time eventually because I'm mean, old, and gay. While she was making fun of the whole ordeal, she got serious at various moments in the set too, saying the aftermath took a toll on her ego and self-esteem, noting people in Hollywood either love you or hate you, and that the hate often outweighs the love. And as we know, that is exactly the case with Hollywood. They don't really care about anybody. They will absolutely stab you in the back the moment that they can if they think that they can gain any sort of benefit from it. She also said this, "Honestly, I'm making jokes about what happened to me, but it was devastating, really. I just hated the way the show ended. I love that show so much, and I just hated that the last time people would see me is that way." Big old meanie, guys. That is what Ellen DeGeneres is now known as, which is absolutely hilarious, and this just shows more of the same type of insufferable hypocrisy that happens with different celebrities who love to go out there and virtue signal and pretend that they are the best among us, that they are the absolute saints of society, that we should all be looking to them, and then, well, the truth starts to come out, and the truth isn't really as pretty as they want it to be. So, this whole thing is absolutely hilarious as she continues to play the victim, and she is going on this entire crusade, basically running on that. We're going to continue to keep an eye on all of this. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.